Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. Over 100 years ago, the dark wizard Hollowell prophesied his return, but Sheriff Aesop Stormwood swore his descendants would stop him. He created Stormwood and Associates with the sole purpose of defeating Hollowell in the future. It failed. Now the young Raz, Stormwood, and her friends have been framed for a crime they didn't commit, and they've escaped to the Morris Halata Underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive operating on the edge of society. If you have a problem, they can solve it. But don't get in their way, or else you might get caught in the eye of the storm. Stormwood and Associates stars Gen Proc as Raz Stormwood, Nick Izumi as Bill Carpathia, Kyle Johnson as Tristan Babbitt, and Trey Dorn as NK and Kel O'Reilly. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. Bill and Raz are in the town of Deep Valley in the state of Cordillera, trying to find one of the Tristones of Nacurr, because it's if you get all of them, you can use them as a magical focus to get rid of the football, which then helps them defeat Hollowell long term, right? You know, basic stuff. Anyways, when they got to this town, which was completely normal looking, they discovered a weird cult-like following for a local podcast. And Bill, detecting spooky, found the source of the spooky energy coming through the town to be at the home of the podcaster. So, Bill and Raz have, on their own, with Kel in their ear, driven out to the house where it's coming from. And they've disguised themselves as fans of the podcast and are standing outside right now.
I mean, we gotta play this, gotta play this cool. Don't make a big scene of ourselves. Gotta really inhabit the part.
I don't think that. Why don't you just, I don't know, do anything, Bill? Do anything.
Do anything? Or don't do anything?
Do anything.
All right, well, you know what? What the hell? I'm just gonna go up there.
Wait.
What?
Gen is trying to think. Because I had an idea of, what if we just, sabotaged his house and, cut off the power?
Oh my god. That's nefarious. I'm on board, though.
Sorry, I didn't mean to actually be offensive. I'm just Bill's background, he seems like he wouldn't be like a hardcore leftist like I am. I feel like he would be a well-meaning liberal, but
and you've got
very
some
much
beautiful separation from your character. Whereas I feel like I'm putting too much of Gen into Raz right now, because Gen would be horrified at just going up to somebody's house and just be like, "Hey, what's up? I like your show." It's just whereas Raz understands she needs the thing and this dude probably has it, and she needs to get it. It's a job.
Fair.
But yeah, yeah, I was just trying to think of like how I could kill power to the house.
I mean, we could look for the transformer around back and just like sabotage it.
Yeah. And then what tools can you make lightning or anything electrical with magic?
I don't really do lightning. I do psychic flame.
Yeah, no, build a psychic flame. I did lightning.
You did lightning.
I did lightning.
If you inhabited me, then you could do lightning?
Yeah, but you would have had to have brought me with for me to inhabit you.
Yeah, dang it.
I wasn't paying attention to what you guys were saying. I just came in on the lightning bit.
Oh, no. I was thinking we could go and sabotage his house and turn the power off.
I mean, yeah.
He's in the middle of a show, so.
I mean, if you, like, blew up the line to his house.
Yeah, and that's why I was thinking, like, if we had electricalness.
I mean, there are ways of breaking a transformer without electricity. I mean,
explosions. You know, people can cut lines.
That's true. We do have...
I mean, if you can find the electrical meter, I mean, like, it depends. Like, I don't see overhead lines nearby, so it looks like his electrical is going under the ground.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, looking at the house plan. So, but if you can find his like, where the line is, I mean, I don't have, unfortunately, Digger's Hotline did not hook me up here.
Can I disguise myself as like an electrical person of the city?
Yeah, why not? It's a give me 5 minutes. It's a give me 5 minutes skill. So it's
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'd have to like waste a spell, but maybe I could also join you.
Or someone could just go in there. I don't know. Have you guys checked to see if the door's locked?
No, we have not.
Why don't you go do that?
You got it.
All right. So you are in your full disguise still. And you're walking up to the front door?
Yep.
All right. You walk up to the front door. You gonna turn the doorknob?
Yes.
Door's unlocked.
Oh. Hey, boss. It's totally unlocked.
Oh, okay. Sabotage seemed fun, though.
I mean, we could still sabotage. Let's not rule anything out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Are you guys going in?
I mean, yeah. This is a job.
I mean, we could still like look around and see if we can find like a see if we can actually find the meter outside the house that could lead us to what we'd need to unplug or blow up or whatever.
Or you could just unplug his computer.
Yeah. We could just mess things up inside.
True. All right. Well, let's head on in.
We quietly enter.
All right. So you walk into, you quietly enter the living room of the house. It is just kind of you walk in, you're in a living room. You can see that there is, to the left, it's open to a dining room. There's nobody in these two rooms. and they're just kind of normally furnished. Like it's an average middle-class bungalow, living room and dining room. You can hear faintly from somewhere else in the house the voice of Steve Monticello. And that's why I always say that there is no way that you're going to catch me doing that. And I don't understand why anyone thinks that that's a good idea.
What a great guy.
I would like to walk around the house to try to get a read on exactly where the voice is coming from.
All right, so right now you can walk into the dining room. As you walk into the dining room, you can tell you're getting closer.
Okay.
Where the dining room meets the kitchen, there's kind of a small hallway that it's the dining room feeds to the kitchen. There's also off to the side, like you can see a bathroom, and then like a little hallway goes to the right and to the left, and you can tell that that's where the voice is coming from. There is a set of stairs that go upstairs, but it's coming from the floor you're on.
Okay.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to yet another episode of Deep Valley Mainstreet Radio. I am Steve Monticello.
Oh boy.
And I will be back to talk to all of you again tomorrow.
Okay, I don't know. Don't know what to do at this point.
You hear some shuffling coming down from that area of the house. This place is not big. Another golden one for the record books. That's great.
Yeah, I'm panicking.
I've thought about a couple different ways to play this scenario. One of which includes using my gun, just being a badass. Another way equals switching up all the disguises, trying to pretend to be a security company as to why we're randomly in his house.
Okay. All right. So
I don't know.
all right.
Ready as I'm gonna be.
All right. So you guys are standing there and you hear a door open. And walking into just walking in front of you and looking you dead in the eye is Steve Monticello, a middle-aged white guy with I'd say actually let's he's a middle-aged dwarf. Make him a dwarf. With a shaved head. Still a beard because he's a dwarf. He's a little portly, wearing a polo shirt and a pair of slacks, and he just looks at you with a face full of surprise. What are you doing in my house?
Oh my god, you just talk like that.
What are you disguised as right now, Raz? Did you change your disguise or did you stick with Fan?
I think we'll stick with Fan.
Okay. Because Bill's obviously disguised as a fan.
Yeah.
Fans should not be able to get past my doorway.
Well, I
Starts-
just really wanted to.
He
meet
starts
you,
like
and your
fiddling and
door
he
was
just
unlocked.
he runs into the other room. And he comes back and he is wearing around his neck on a chain a gigantic glowing stone, which is radiating so much spooky I don't even have to ask you to detect spooky. You are 100% certain this is one of the Tristones of Nacurr.
Oh my
Be
god,
gone!
it's really him.
Begone from my abode.
All right, I'm sorry. This is stupid. I feel stupid.
Well, you look good.
I appreciate your fandom and support. And please do consider giving to my Patreon.
Only an idiot
But-
would actually support you. I tried.
Yeah, he rolled a 2 on your disguise, so he totally bought your disguise, Bill.
Damn it.
So, what's the what?
What? He just
what's
said
the
I was
goal here?
terrible.
What was that now?
What's your deal?
What's your deal? What do you like?
I'm in my house.
I mean, nice house, but brainwashing people through a podcast?
I'm not
And for-
brainwashing people. I'm opening their eyes to the truth around them.
The truth that is shitty advertising?
Yeah, this is not a great look for you, my dude.
My advertising metrics are amazing.
Yeah, because most of your show is advertising.
Yes, and it's amazing.
No, it's not. It's really boring and shitty to listen to. Like, you don't have any
You're not my
content,
mom.
my dude.
I'll have you know that I was voted sexiest voice in the state of Kansas
That's the state of Kansas.
in
though.
2008.
Oh, yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Because people really had good taste back then.
You're in my house.
And a nice house it is. We'd like
Look,
that
dude,
rock,
you can
please.
keep doing your podcast. We want your rock.
Yeah. You can keep doing what you're doing. We need that rock.
You want to take the source of my power? I'm not going back. I'm never going back.
Back to what, my dude? Sports radio?
He grabs the stone. Lights start to flicker. Stuff
Oh,
is
no.
happening. And suddenly, you are surrounded by just 8. You're surrounded by 8 spectral Pee Wee hockey players.
I pull out my gun.
Roll initiative.
Oh my god, my rolls.
Ooh. Jet rolled for me.
What'd you get then,
Oh,
Raz?
oh. Well, I got a 6 before. Well, no, let me.
I'm saying roll again.
Oh. Well, I rolled before he did,
Okay.
so I'm using my previous roll.
All
Because
right.
he rolled a 10. I rolled a 6.
All right. What's 6
So
plus?
I got
your-
an 11.
All right. What'd you get, Bill?
Now he's throwing-
Something I'm brain farting again. I just rolled
Swiftness plus a
3, but-
D10. Swiftness plus a D10.
Okay. 10.
Well, not a great roll, but yeah.
You guys are lucky that all these guys rolled terribly. All right, Raz, you're up first. Raz,
Okay.
you are standing in a bungalow. There are Steve is in front of you,
Yeah.
and behind you are 8 spectral Pee Wee hockey players with hockey sticks.
Tell me about the necklace.
Oh, so it's pretty much a giant glowing stone
Mm-hmm.
that it looks like he's wrapped some duct tape around it to attach it to a cord around his neck.
Cool. I'm gonna use a sweet move to shoot the cord.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Not hurt him.
How are you gonna
much.
make it sweet? You
Well-
gonna do anything cool with it, or you're just gonna do straight shoot the cord?
I think I'm gonna like just be like really, really cool and badass. Take my sunglasses, whip them on my face, and be like, I just need the rock. Boom.
All right.
I agree.
Does that work,
And
Bill?
it'll freak him out because he'll think I'm shooting him.
I absolutely agree that worked.
All right. You take the shot. The stone falls to the floor. Yeah, it's on the ground at his feet.
Cool.
All right, Bill, you're up.
I'm gonna go for the stone. I'm just gonna reach for it.
All right, you're gonna reach for it. All right, so it's gonna
Yeah.
be we're gonna so it's effectively we're gonna treat this like an attack, a bare hands attack.
Okay.
So roll me 1d10 plus your bare hands plus your level.
Okie dokie. Oh, okay, that's good. 19.
All right. Okay, so 19 is enough to get your fingers on it. To grab it, we're going to test whether or not you would have done damage as an attack. All right?
Okay.
So give me 1d10 plus your bare hands.
5.
All right, so you reach out to grab it. You get your fingers on it. But he gets his gets his foot on top of the stone, and so you just end up like sliding over it.
Oh, you dick.
All right, he's going. So now we get to Steve, and Steve is going to. Let's see what Steve's going to do. Steve looks you dead in the eye, Bill. Because you're right next to him. You're not taking anything from me. And he's going to effectively shoot. He's going to shoot a bolt of flame out of his hand at you.
Oh, jeez.
And he is going to do then. So let's see here. That is.
Can my react countermeasure that?
You can react, dispel it. You'd have to use 2. You'd have to burn off 2 sweet move points, but you can.
Might not be worth it then.
Do you want to know how much damage you would take first?
How much damage would I take?
All right, so that's going to be you would take 11 damage.
Ooh. I'm gonna do the thing then. I'm gonna try to dispel the flame.
All right, so you're going to react dispel? All right, so D10 challenge here. You do not have to roll that high.
6.
You beat him. He rolled a 1.
Yes.
All right, so all right, now the fodder guys are coming at you. All right, so the first fodder. Okay, who are these guys going to attack? Because like all 8 of these guys go now. All right, so can I just ask what are your respective dodges? Like, so Bill, what's your swiftness plus level?
That would be, yeah. Oh, wow.
So 5 plus your swiftness.
12.
12? Okay. Raz, what's your swiftness plus level?
7.
Those are very different. Your swiftness is only a 2?
Got math wrong again.
Your level is 5. So 5 plus 4 is 9. All right. So 2 of these guys. Okay, so I'm doing 8. So all right. So you said yours was 12, Bill?
Yes.
All right, 12 and 9. All right, so hit. All right. Wait, can that guy even hit 12? All right. 1d10. None of these guys can even hit Bill. But one of them hit Raz so far. Out of all these guys, one hit Raz. I just rolled for all 8 attacks. And then, what's your, Raz, what's your soak? What's your fitness plus level? And you take no damage. So that brings us back to Raz.
Quick, finish eating my snack.
Yeah, Bill, none of these guys can hit you at all with your dodge. Because your dodge is 12, and you have to beat the dodge. And these guys have like a effective melee of 1. Their level is 1, so it's 2. 2 plus a perfect 10 is 12. They cannot beat your dodge.
Just for the record, for listeners, this is not like cool ninja dodging. This is Dean Pelton from the last paintball episode of Community.
This is Dean Pelton in the elevator.
Screaming.
Yeah, this is Dean Pelton in the elevator, not Captain America in the elevator.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Steve can hit you, but the fodder just cannot hit you, Bill.
This is just Pelton in the elevator. If anyone's curious.
So, since we're in a living room.
Technically, you're in the dining room.
Oh. Because I was going to conk him in the noggin with a table lamp.
There might be lamps in here. Roll me a d10.
5.
So you can see a lamp, but it's across the room.
Is there anything near me that I could use? Oh, I could just pistol whip him.
You could.
I'm holding a gun.
You are holding a gun.
I could just hit him with the gun. Yeah, so I'm gonna just like go up to him and just like try to knock him out.
Sure. I should also mention he's standing in front of an open bathroom door.
Ooh. I could King Leonidas kick him in the chest.
Ooh.
That sounds cooler. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna like.
All right, you're gonna King Leonidas.
This is Sparta. High kick him in the chest.
Attack or a sweep move?
Sweet move.
Ooh, okay. So you're gonna. So I want more description then. I mean, the kick in the chest part is easy. Like, you pick up a leg, you kick him in the chest. What happens to him?
Well.
Also, you don't have to lift your leg that high. He's a dwarf.
Yeah.
He's like 4 feet tall.
No, it's just what I was.
If anything, that makes it harder, but.
You said the bathroom door is open behind him.
Yep, and there's a bathtub at the far end of the bathroom.
Beautiful. Just what I was thinking. then I would, you know, run. I don't know if there's enough room for me to do a front flip.
You're probably only like a few steps away from him.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So I would just
This is a modest-sized home.
Yeah. I would just gear up, kick him, so that he could stumble backwards, and then just suddenly knees back of the legs hit the tub and he goes in.
So the problem is that he's so short that the tub kind of hits him. Well, I mean, I guess it hit him in the ass.
Yeah. But it would still force him to
No, he's got enough weight above the edge. I was saying he's got enough weight higher than the edge of the tub is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to flip him back into the tub, yeah. So does everyone agree that works?
Absolutely.
All right, I do too. So you kick him. He goes sliding. Actually, he goes sliding backwards and actually bounces. He falls to the ground, but actually bounces up as he slides into the bathroom. His butt hitting the tub, and then he flips into the empty bathtub. Taking, what's your, that's a bare hands attack, so what's your bare hands plus your level, Raz?
6. Taking
6 damage.
Yeah.
Importantly, since the way he was standing on top of the stone, he had his foot on top of the stone, and you kicked him back.
Mm-hmm.
The stone is just on the ground in front of you.
Can I pick it up right now?
On your next turn.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Bill, we're at you. The stone is just sitting on the ground as Pee-wee hockey players hit you with... All right. Roll me a D10.
Oh, it's one of these.
Doing this again. Alrighty.
Well, no, it's right now...
10.
Oh, you are lucky. He rolled an 8. Well, see, he's connected to the stone, and so whether or not Bill could connect to the stone stronger than he could.
Okay.
That's what that was.
I was a little concerned it might have been a meat grinder.
No.
All over again.
Also, Bill's a trained wizard.
That's true.
He wouldn't have an explode roll. If you know what, Raz, if you had picked up the stone,
yeah,
that would have been a question.
I probably would have I wouldn't have repeated it exactly. But
these episodes are coming out before the meat grinder. No more spoilers.
Okay. It's not a spoiler. It's a teaser.
Okay.
Because they don't know the context.
All right. So I wasn't expecting you to get a hold of this. And Bill made the roll. Bill, you have connected to this Tristone of Nacurr. Let me see how I can describe this. We are falling out of initiative because the moment you connected to it, all of the spectral Pee-wee hockey players disappeared into puffs of dust and smoke.
Screw you, child labor.
Well, they weren't really children. They were just the first thing he thought of.
Jeez, dude was really into Pee-wee.
You feel the energy flowing through you to an unspoken power. You feel like you could bend the universe with this power.
Well, this is an ungodly powerful thing, eh?
Sounds fun.
Yeah. I'm getting more One Ring vibes, honestly.
Well, how about we boogie?
I'm not.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, you can't take it away from me. I
I
can't.
closed the
I
bathroom
can't go
door
back to-
before he can get up.
As you. Yeah. All right. Yeah. There's so much that you just totally disabled. You have one of the Tristones of Nacurr.
Cool.
Neat.
We head out of the house.
All right. You guys are outside of the house.
I
All right,
close
let's-
the door behind me. Because I'm
Let's get
nice.
the hell out of town before, like, I don't know, someone comes
Oh.
after us.
Yeah, people find out they were brainwashed. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
All right. You guys get in the car. You just gotta go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's the plan. Let's boogie.
You guys drive 2 more days home then. Thus ends our session.
Okay, so how much more did you have planned?
Not a huge amount. There might have been a second form for Steve.
Oh no!
Oh, he'll be back.
No, he won't.
He'll be back.
If you guys want to know what really happened,
Mm.
Go for it.
he found it because he didn't get a chance to monologue or tell you. He found it in a while digging up his when he got the permit to add a shed to his backyard. He found it buried in his
Yup.
backyard.
Sheds are always suspicious.
That's our suspicious, just like we said.
There's nothing suspicious about the actual shed. There was just something buried in his backyard where he wanted to put the shed and put down the concrete slab for it. And he got lucky and connected to the stone and just decided to build his empire.
Yeah, fucking weird ass empire.
Sure
Yeah,
is.
kind of sad. Kind of extremely sad, honestly.
Yeah, really sad.
Yeah. Hey folks, before we go, I want to play you a trailer for something coming soon to the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network that Stormwood fans should definitely check out. "5 days ago, the town of Halcyon went dark. A small town in Williams in the western United States of Aramesia, the radiating magic levels are off the chart. With the only roads into this isolated mountain town closed, accessible only by small helicopters, an elite government team of operatives has been dispatched to control and contain the situation. It's a deadly scenario, and most know they won't make it out alive. Welcome to the Meat Grinder." The Meat Grinder stars Kyle Johnson, Nick Izumi, Gen Proc, Scott Logan, and Krista Colangelo, with Trey Dorn as the GM. All right, so let's actually talk about what the Meat Grinder is. I'm Trey Dorn. I'll be your GM for this limited actual play series. That's right, this is a limited actual play series with a beginning, middle, and an end, with many endings in the middle. The Meat Grinder takes place in the same world as Stormwood and Associates, the United States of Aramesia. For those of you who have never listened to that show, it's like our world, but different. Imagine a world where 60% of what you know about history is 100% true, and the other 40% isn't all that different, but there are some key things. One, magic is real and fully acknowledged by the world. You just need a federal magic license, at least in the United States of Aramacea, to practice it. Secondly, humans aren't the only legally recognized sentient race walking around. You also have elves, dwarves, halflings, orcs, goblins, and there's a rumor that gnomes exist, but I don't think they're true. Now, if you noticed in the credits, there are 5 players in this game, but only 3 will be playing at a time. As each character expires, they are cycled out of the table, and another player comes in. This series has a very specific name for a very specific reason. Like Stormwood and Associates, this game uses the Super Awesome Action Heroes role-playing system. And you can find more information about that game at trhonline.com/SAAH. But mostly it's a role-playing system based on action movie tropes. And so it's fun. There are explosions. There's at least one explosion in this series. That's for sure. If you want more information about the Meat Grinder, you can find it at nerdandtie.com/meatgrinder. And if you want more actual play from the same creative team, go to nerdandtie.com/stormwood. Here we go. Stormwood and Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. To be continued. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game. So, an actual play game like this one, but in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows 2 people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.